place a colander on the pan. When you find out why, you'll immediately love this idea. It helps, and it really works. Almost everyone has a metal colander in the kitchen, also known as a strainer. A colander is a kind of larger sieve. It can be in the form of a pot. However, a colander with handles is more commonly used. You use it to drain dishes, such as pasta. It's also used for washing fruits and vegetables, especially the smaller ones. Few people use it for frying. And it's precisely because of it that frying is much better. I can't imagine a kitchen without this utensil, especially when I want to fry previously frozen products. For example, frozen fish. There are several methods recommended by chefs for this. The first method is to wipe the pan with vinegar before frying. Pour a little vinegar into the pan and wipe it with a paper towel. Then pour in and heat the fat. The second method is to add a pinch of salt to the fat while frying. Another trick is to fry the dish, whether it's meat or fish, with slices of raw potato. And if you forget to rub the pan with vinegar, don't have potatoes, and forget about salt, then use a colander. Why all this? These are ways to prevent fat from splattering during frying. If there's even a bit of water left in the fish, the fat will splatter all over. Instead of a lid, use a colander. The steam will escape freely, the dish will continue to fry, and your kitchen will remain clean. You can fix a burnt pan in just 5 minutes. Say goodbye to that annoying problem. Instead of scrubbing away tough burnt-on stains, try this simple trick. Sprinkle table salt over the burnt surface, add your favorite dish soap. Then sprinkle on some baking soda. Cover everything with layers of paper towels and pour vinegar generously over the top. Let it sit for about an hour. The result? Your pan will look like new. No scratches, no damage. All the burns will be gone without any effort. Try this trick and see how easy it is. I put a towel into hot water and get rid of a stubborn problem in a simple way. This home remedy has been known for years. Grab a pan and fill it with water. Bring it to a boil. Hot water activates all the ingredients. Now add some table salt. Salt not only improves heat conduction, but also helps release tension, making the mixture more effective. Next, pour in a little alcohol, about 1 tablespoon. It warms the body and helps the ingredients blend together. The most important part is VapoRub. Add about 1 tablespoon and let it dissolve in the boiling mixture. The menthol and eucalyptus gently cool and refresh, while camphor relaxes and adds comfort. Combined in hot water, these ingredients create a powerful, soothing mixture. Now take a small towel, soak it well, squeeze out the excess water, and place it warm on your neck or knee. Leave it for a few minutes and let the heat and active ingredients sink in. You'll feel warmth, relief, and relaxation. This simple trick speeds up recovery, boosts your energy, and makes you feel lighter in no time. Squeeze lime juice onto charcoal. Start by taking a piece of charcoal and placing it in a plastic bag. Then take a wooden spoon and crush the charcoal into small pieces. Continue doing this until it's finely ground. Transfer the crushed charcoal onto a sieve. This is an important step to remove any larger pieces. Next, take a lime and cut it in half. Squeeze the juice into a bowl with the crushed charcoal. Mix the 2 ingredients thoroughly until a paste forms. Now, take a burnt pot and apply the paste. Spread the mixture over the damaged area and gently scrub it. This paste is perfect for removing stubborn burn marks from the pot. The abrasive properties of charcoal combined with the acidity of lime juice effectively remove burnt residues. Your pot will be clean and ready for use again. This paste works well on other burnt kitchen appliances too. This is how you clean an old, burnt pot. It works better than store-bought cleaners. It's a simple homemade method that's surprisingly effective, and you probably have all the ingredients at home. Start by grabbing a small bowl. Add 2 tablespoons of salt. Salt has abrasive properties that help break down stubborn burnt-on residue, making it easier to remove. Next, add 2 tablespoons of ground coffee. The fine coffee particles do a great job scrubbing away grime and gently scouring burnt spots. Pour in 2 tablespoons of any dish soap. This helps dissolve grease and stubborn stains. Mix everything well until you get a smooth, consistent paste. Now apply the prepared paste to the burnt area of the pot. Let it sit for a few minutes so the ingredients can work and loosen the burnt residue. During this time, the mixture seeps into the grime and softens it, making cleaning much easier. Then grab a sponge and scrub the pot thoroughly. The result? A shiny, clean surface almost immediately. Your pots will regain their former shine and look like new. Try this easy trick and enjoy perfectly clean cookware. Ever since I started cleaning my stove this way, my gas bills have been much lower. Plus, cooking is faster, and the burners are more powerful. Anyone with a gas stove should give it a good cleaning every now and then. Food residue and dust can clog the burners and their internal parts. If the flame color changes while cooking, that's a sign it's time to clean. Start by removing the burner from the stove. Take some toothpaste and apply it to the metal part. Then, using a silicone brush, spread it thoroughly into all the crevices. If you don't have a brush, you can use an old toothbrush or even your fingers. It's important to be thorough. The toothpaste should cover the entire surface. Repeat this with each burner and place them in a bowl. Add a large spoonful of salt to the bowl, followed by a spoonful of baking soda. It has excellent cleaning properties. Pour a generous amount of dish soap onto the spoon and add it to the bowl. Its degreasing properties will tackle burnt-on oil and grease stains effectively. Pour warm water over everything and let it sit for 30 minutes. After that, take each part out one by one and scrub them with a sponge. A few swipes are enough for the dirt to come off easily. Cleaning the stove will be quick and enjoyable. Now let's move on to cleaning the rest of the stove. You'll need some plastic wrap. Tear off a small piece and wrap it around the igniter. Then spray the stove with a kitchen cleaner. Don't scrub it with a sponge. Instead, take a roll of plastic wrap and spread it over the stove, covering it completely. Leave it on for 15 minutes. This will enhance the cleaner's effectiveness, saving you extra work. After 15 minutes, simply remove the plastic wrap. Remember to remove it from the igniters as well. Food residue will stick to it. Now just wipe with a damp sponge and you're done. Use cotton swabs to clean the inside of the burners to remove any leftover dirt and water. This will allow gas to flow freely. A thoroughly cleaned stove will have greater power. Your gas bills will be lower because the burners will work as they should. How do you clean your stove? Did you know the methods I shared in this video? A clever trick for cleaning a burnt induction cooktop. No scrubbing or scratches. This method takes just a few minutes and helps keep your induction cooktop spotless, preventing tough stains and white marks from building up. Here's how to do it. Pour a small amount of dish soap into a bowl and mix it with water. Take a dry cloth and dampen it with the soapy water. Evenly sprinkle baking soda over the surface of the cooktop. Baking soda helps to remove stubborn stains. Place the damp cloth over the dirty areas and leave it there for about 10 minutes. This allows the baking soda to penetrate and lift the grime. The dish soap enhances this effect. Afterward, thoroughly wipe down the induction cooktop. This step is crucial to avoid residue buildup. Just a few minutes of daily care can prevent permanent stains from forming.